Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. In tonight's video, it would be not so much. I cleaned this up for a viewer or a subscriber, and as you can see, it's got a white background and it's not too bad. It's pretty pixelized, but it took a little work, and the video might be too long for cleaning up. So I thought I'd give him an option, and so mainly I'm doing this for one person, but you might learn a little bit from it too. The flag is in two different colors, and as you well know, all my videos are mainly for engravers. And if you use this one right here, it's going to look pretty cool and it's going to work. There's a couple places that could be cleaned up, and I might make a video on how to clean that up. It was a little bit detailed to get these stars. I actually redrew the stars because these stars are real hard to trace. That's really pixelized right in there. But I thought I would give him a little insight how he could make this a little bit different. And we're going to take this one out of the picture right now. And we're going to take this one out of the picture right now. And if I was to run this job, I might think about doing it this way. And I've done a couple of videos on this, but this is a little bit different. I'd run this in two different paths or two different scenarios. I've got the blue of the flag colored in gray. And we're going to zoom in here a little bit so you can see this. It's all grouped together, so I'm going to ungroup it. I'm going to grab our gray and see if I can't get it out of the way, and sure enough I can. So what I would do, I would set my nudge distance. It's about 8 inches to the flag, to the edge of the flag, to get off the screen. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 9. And this is the way I would run this. I would run this job at whatever you think you'd need on the wood, 100 power at 70 or 60 speed. And then I would literally take this and get it out of the picture and then bring this back in. It's going to be exactly where it needs to go because you're not changing your nudge distance. And then I would run this, even though grayscale is going to engrave a little bit less than the black, you can control this by, I would run this like at maybe 90 power and 100 speed. So you're going to get a light engraving on the blue part. And I'm going to group this so we won't forget that, Control G. And then I'm going to move it down. So what it's going to look like, the black is going to engrave to a certain depth. And then the gray is going to engrave to a less of a certain depth. So the stars would be very visible, and I think it would look better than this one. This one, the stars aren't going to engrave at all. So you might want to, whoever is doing this particular job, you might want to run these both on a scrap piece of wood or whatever you're doing it on. And with that said, you know how the Hospice Freedom, the text is going to look. You could actually ungroup this. So what I would do, if I was going to do this, I would grab both of them, get them out of the way, make a duplicate, Control D, and I'd put them back just into your laser bed area, your frame, your picture, your page. And I would break this apart, ungroup, and then I would just grab the flag and I'd put it over here. And then I would just get rid of this. You've made a duplicate. And so instead of wasting the time, so we're going to ungroup this and get rid of everything we don't need. Bring this flag over. So you're not wasting much wood. And you could definitely see what you're talking about. So you could run this job at 100 power, 100 speed, but take this gray out. Just click on the gray and take it out of the picture. So I would run both these jobs at 100 power, 60, 70 speed. You'd want pretty depth. And then take both these out and bring this back in and run that at 90 power, 100 speed. And so you get very little engraving, but then the stars would stand out. The stars are still going to be deeper than this. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit, and thank you for watching.